Your new composition for the show.
I should have recorded that. Dang it.
Oh, well, yeah. You can get it. You can do it again, I'm sure.
Probably.
Yeah, you got another take in you.
Probably a few more.
All right, well, welcome to the stream.
Welcome to Getting in Gear.
Yes. At Flipside Music, Denver, Colorado. I'm Dylan. This is
I'm
Jacob.
Jacob. It's nice to see you all. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, we got Ziggy in the corner. We still don't have a Ziggy cam. We'll
we
figure that out
coulda.
eventually. Yeah, I guess we could have aimed that one at him.
Today we're going to look at some stuff from Surfy Bear.
Yeah.
Surfy Bear out of Italy.
Yes. Yeah, they, as the name would suggest, obviously they have a lot of gear that lends itself to surf rock. Honestly, they make some of the best like reverb tanks out there, especially if you're looking to have anything on your board. The one that we will be doing today is the Compact Deluxe. Obviously, they have a number of them, but we're actually in the middle of a restock with them because they actually sell quite consistently. But we wanted to at least try today the Compact Deluxe, and Jacob ended up recently discovering that you can add in, is it an additional reverb tank or is it a substitution of the reverb tank?
So you'll when we get to the pedal, there's a mixer section, and you can choose between the two.
Oh, the two tanks. Okay, okay.
And
Yeah, I
then
didn't know
there's-
if it was a combination or one or the other kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a one or the other, so you
Okay.
can have options.
Yeah. But yeah, we haven't done that before, so yeah, we're going to give that one a go. In addition to that one, though, we're going to do the Surfy Vibe and the Surfy Fuzz as well.
Which both sound, they all sound really good. I was having fun before the stream. I was pretending I was Krungbin.
Yeah.
Which you got a very Krungbin-y kind of guitar over there.
Yes, I kind of chose. Well, surfing, or for me, I usually think Strats, I guess, a lot of times. I mean, there's a number of things you can do surf stuff, obviously high flyers, and if you know, with the Ventures. And yeah, I guess what guitar comes to mind for you when you think surf?
Jazzmaster.
Oh, okay.
Something offset. Jaguar, Jazzmaster, Mustang.
Is there a particular person or a band for you that
It's
is that? Because I guess I definitely get you, because there are a lot of guys that kind of get into Jazzmasters because of surf rock.
So I thought the Ventures were Jazzmastery type players, right?
Maybe eventually. They've originally started with high flyers because they actually had a tie-in. I don't remember if one of them was even married into the family, but they basically had a sponsorship with the Mosrite family. So they used the original Mosrite Fuzz, and they also used the original high flyers and stuff. So they were kind of, because they were using Fender amps, and then they were using like all the Mosrite like outboard gear kind of stuff. Yeah.
So maybe not. I don't know if visually, I don't know why I think that. But
Well, no, I mean, yeah, because I'm trying to think even like a lot of the surf rock I've gotten into in the past was always more, for the most part, was always more the early like Dick Dale stuff. That was kind of where I started. So for me, it definitely is like straight away Strat. But
totally, that as you were saying that, I was like, oh yeah, Dick Dale is probably the.
yeah, and I mean, obviously he's kind of the godfather, but he's also kind of the I guess with surf rock, for whatever reason, I'm like, I guess I'll just go right to the beginning. Well, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And then like more recently, like the Surfer Jets,
Yes.
they're so good.
Yes.
It's so fun.
They are, yeah. They're a really fun band. The aesthetic is awesome. The honestly, even some of the venues and stuff, like they end up finding these really cool kind of 50s looking places to go, and yeah, they just have a cool vibe all the way around.
Yeah. And it's, you mentioned Mosrite. The Surfy Fuzz is sort of based on a Mosrite Fuzz.
Okay.
I guess half of it.
Yeah, makes sense.
And then the other half is a more modified version of the original pedal it was modeled on, a G37, I believe.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Which was a like boutique thing. I'll get to it here in a second.
No,
But
you're good.
He was. It was made by.
Oh, there's Eric. Hey, Eric.
I'm on the wrong page.
No, you're good.
Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, no, I was just going to say the original, for anybody who hasn't played a Mosrite style fuzz. Cattle and Bread actually makes a solid one called the Fuzzrite. But my favorite one is actually from Tim from Australia. He makes a really solid clone that Gordo actually has. But that one's really good. And then Analog Man actually used to make the Peppermint Fuzz. That one's also a Fuzzrite. That one's kind of a modded Fuzzrite though, like it's bass heavy. Because for anybody who has played them, or actually has or hasn't played one, most of the time a Fuzzrite style or a Mosrite style pedal tends to be really kind of bright. Like I always expect a really bright kind of not a grating fuzz, but like it always has a real edge to it versus like a Big Muff that's really warm and kind of rounded.
Mm-hmm. So fuzz aficionado Garrett Immel from bands like Satan's Pilgrims, The Ghastly Ones, and Ventures Mania developed a fuzz called the D67.
Oh, okay.
And made about 50 of them, gave them out as gifts mostly, and then that became legendary.
Oh, okay.
So this is kind of a take on that with further...
Like slightly modded from that starting point?
Yeah, like the harmonics
Okay.
was added by the Surfy folks.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. And then so there's a Japanese side and a USA side, and the Japanese side has like an octave up kind of thing going on.
Yeah, funny enough too, tying into surf-related bands, the Ventures, from what I understand, really took off in Japan at one point. Like they were far more popular there than they actually were here. So if you ever want to watch any live videos of the Ventures in their early days, there's a live from Japan. I think they've kind of updated it to where like it's a little less, lo-fi than it used to be. Like somebody kind of finally put out like a better, like less pixelated, better audio kind of version out there. So that one's one of the better shows. Though, like if you ever want to hear the original kind of Ventures sound, because honestly, when you watch those dudes play, it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of mesmerizing. Like something about the Ventures in particular, like they just kind of, because they kind of do like the ZZ Top thing before ZZ Top, they kind of do, like they kind of have their whole shtick, and then like the tie-in of everything, it works. Yeah. But yeah, they're interesting to me because I guess for me, like, the Ventures, Dick Dale, like that's the stuff I think of, even though I know a lot of people kind of think of obviously the Beach Boys, but the Beach Boys to me kind of they very much go into a very different place, especially when you get to Pet Sounds, obviously. But like they kind of have more of that, kind of the teeny bopper thing that they had at the very beginning, and then it very much grows. But it's not, to me, it's not like the surfy, like the surf sound to me is not necessarily.
They were singing about surfing.
Yes.
But they weren't playing surf rock.
Nor were they actually surfing.
No.
But yes. No, it's yes, you're right. Like the aesthetic, the vibe, because they kind of capture that California, California, that sun, Venice Beach kind of.
Surfing USA.
Yeah, like they capture the vibe. It's just not like the sound, I guess. Or at least that's not.
There's no drippy reverb.
Yeah.
It's not like guitar driven.
Well, yeah, because like a lot of the
more
best,
like jangly.
Yeah, a lot of the best a lot of a lot of the best surf rock stuff out there kind of has garage rock elements to it in terms of the sound. It's just a little more, a little cleaner, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Nice and drippy. Ooh, the way that lingers too is nice.
So that's where I noticed that the pans were different.
So I guess, we'll get to it in a second. But is Mixer 1, this guy, and Mixer 2 is the bigger tank?
Yep, and you can actually switch.
Oh, okay. With the order?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, which one you want. So like to be Mixer 1.
Right.
Internal or external.
That's cool.
Yeah. And if you want to use both the externals, it's just a mixer function. So like you can have like a tight and a real drippy.
Yeah. Well, because that's what I was thinking. The benefit of that would be kind of your always on reverb versus when you want to get real splashy. Yeah. Ooh, man, that is a satisfying drip though. I know that sounds weird, but like that is just like it hits the right spot.
There's just something that like digital sometimes can't. It tries real hard, but like.
Yeah. So far, because Gordo's kind of our king of the spring around here, and Gordo's estimation, the Source Audio True Spring tends to get that part of it the most correct out of everything. Because, like, even with the Mercury, like, I love what the Mercury does, but, like, the drip is, like, the one thing that's kind of hard to get out of that one. Whereas, you know, apparently the True Spring has that. But every time we plug in the Surfy stuff, I'm always reminded of, like, oh, yeah, that's what the real thing sounds like. Yeah. Well, honestly, this one in particular, the Compact Deluxe, is, like, out of all of them, I really love this one. Oh, that was the trem one.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And so the Surfy Bear Reverb Compact Deluxe has tremolo built in. Brown brown panel and black panel.
Yes. Yeah, I keep forgetting that's the new preferred. I get it. I still think back on our earlier conversation with, like, however, like, when you first started and we were talking about that stuff, and I'm like, I get it. I just never thought about it that way because I always knew that the face part was short for faceplate, and I was like, well, what else do you call it?
But it's just for the outside folks who may hear you say.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, no, I get it. All right.
And you can put it pre or post. So that's pretty cool. Pre or post the reverb.
Oh, that is pretty cool. We should actually try that because I've actually always wondered that myself when it comes to, like, kind of the surf sound versus, like, the spaghetti western sound of, like, the order. Does the order of the trem kind of change that element? All right. Well, yeah. I mean, I guess we'll just roll right into it. So like we said, we're going through the Compact Deluxe. The way we kind of have it set up, you guys can kind of see in the camera, we do have the RCA cables going to another larger outboard tank. So essentially we have mixer 1, which is the internal tank, and then mixer 2 is the external tank. And then in addition to that, we've got the Vibe and the Surfy Fuzz, and we'll just kind of navigate through those and see what we find. If anybody has any questions or wants us to try anything in particular, obviously just let us know in the chat. And then, yeah, I guess Jacob will take us away real quick while I get my guitar ready.
And as usual, we're playing through our Rev G20 amplifier into a cabinet loaded with V30 Celestions. And we're taking the 2 notes. So you're hearing the speaker through our microphones, but you'll also hear the direct through the 2 notes captor.
Yeah.
That's built into the G20.
You get a bit of both. Okay, so I need to back up.
Which would be a cool way to record, actually. Take a little direct and put a mic somewhere.
Put a little bit of the room back in there, especially for reverb, because there is certainly, like, experiencing a good reverb in a room that has reverb it's a nice kind of combo.
And so at the moment, I'm on the external reverb, which is a mod tank.
Yeah, kind of a medium-sized tank, probably about the size you'd find in, like, a Deluxe reverb or so.
And then let's hear the Surfy Bears.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, I'm always interested, like, when you hear spring reverbs, the length of that decay is always a lot longer than you really think it is. Because it's like most of the time, most people, I think, are basing their sense of the reverb off of that initial kind of thwack. But the way it lingers is pretty nice.
Well, here, let's put everything at noon just to make...
The trem's not on, but we'll just congruity.
And if you wouldn't mind switching back and forth from the mixer. So here's the internal tank. And then the external.
Internal. External.
So it's a touch shorter and warmer?
Yeah, I feel like less high-end content. That's a little more present, a little brighter.
Yeah, it is a darker tank than mod. There's also a little bit more sprangliness in the Sprangle Jangle.
On tank 1 or the...
On the tank 1.
Yeah. There's more sprangle. There's more sprangle in them springs right there.
And then how dwelly does it go? How decay?
Ooh.
It's almost a hold.
Yeah. Go higher on the mix too. Yeah, see, like, because when Gordo and I timed the twin reverb, I think it was getting out into like the 1.7 to 2 second range for a linger. That's even longer though. That's pretty long. That's a good 3 seconds at least before it really tapers off.
Mm-hmm. I counted 6 beats, but at what tempo, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Like at whatever tempo I'm setting at right now. I mean, that's pretty long. That's about, 4 to 5 full seconds of, but yeah, 3 seconds of kind of a nice loud before it kind of decays. But and then we'll try tank 2, the external one. Oh wow,
Way different.
yeah, turning that up, that goes way longer. Wow.
And it brings in that like
The
high
end's
mid
back. Yeah.
stuff.
Wow.
And then go back to the other one.
That sounds deeper now. That's weird.
It feels bigger
Yeah.
for some reason. And technically the spring would be shorter in this, right? It's literally not as long.
Yeah.
So if you're wondering, this is the fun. Wait.
Try that again. I guess it works no matter what.
That's weird.
That is a little weird.
So here's the...
Here, I'll switch this.
Oh, there it
gear.
is.
Yeah.
So there's the mod spring. And here you can actually see what a spring tank looks like. It's pretty simple. Couple springs.
Yep.
Sprangle
Got your-
jangling in there.
Yeah, your 2 RCA connections. And that's, pretty simple.
So I'm a little curious as to what's happening there.
Well, yeah, that it's coming through on both. Maybe it's kind of an always, actually, here, let's do that one more time, maybe. Okay, never mind. I don't know. I thought maybe with the mix, like, maybe it was kind of always coming through a little bit.
Sorry, everybody.
That was a good one. Huh. Yeah, it's weird.
That's so weird.
So you can hear it even when... Huh. Yeah, I don't know, that is a little odd.
It's very nice sounding. Would you like to give it a whirl?
Yeah, actually, I guess I should tune real quick too. That sounds good.
That's all right.
Okay.
And what are you playing, Dylan?
I'm playing an American Pro 2 Strat. It's the Pine one, which is pretty cool. Oh yeah, sorry, I should have switched over.
Show the people.
Yeah.
It's very Krungbin. If you couldn't get one of the limited edition,
Yeah, kind of a blackguard version. Well,
Yeah.
his is pretty blonde. Does he have a maple? I think he's maple and maple.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
'cause his is it's kind of an all blonde guitar.
But that like natural wood finish.
Yeah.
Is that alder or ash? Do you know?
This one's pine.
Oh,
Yeah.
neither. Pine.
Yeah, this one's really cool. That's why I actually chose this one. This one's kind of my favorite of the Pro 2 Strats that we end up carrying pretty often.
Yeah, it's real nice looking.
Yeah. Yeah, to me, it kind of has Fast Eddie vibes, like if you threw a humbucker down here. But.
Mm-hmm. I like guitars that look like furniture sometimes.
I know, I do too. I'm funny, yeah, because I was going to say, like, because I've noticed that with some of the other ones that you own, like, you have that aesthetic. I love that aesthetic too, and I don't know why, because sometimes we have people come in that, like, talk shit about the more natural looking ones, and I'm like, I love that. To me, like, something is very alluring about the natural looking guitars.
It's wood.
Yeah, like being able to see the grain and all that stuff, like, I really like that, so.
Yeah, no need to cover it up with, a solid paint job.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine too.
It is.
But like best of both worlds right here. Solid and
Yeah.
And I've got a PRS SE CE 24 in satin red, which we have a couple available, one in black and one in gold.
We do. Yeah, and actually the other ones, those are not on sale right now, but the other PRS SE models are, except for the semi-hollow. But they are doing a 20% off sale too right now until the end of the year, actually, which is always surprising.
Yeah, and if you've been curious about the SEs and think maybe, oh, it's an Indonesian-made guitar, I don't know. This punches way above its weight. I'll use a little clickbaity some words, but this is not. There's no compromise.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah.
For the price.
Yeah, no concessions made.
It's a wonderfully made, beautifully playing guitar. Sounds awesome.
Nice.
But let's hear that Fender American Professional 2.
Yeah.
Pine. Oh, you're already on.
Stuck on there for a second. Yeah, no, it's interesting. It's got like the drip is real present there, but it's not like doesn't really get carried away, which is nice. Because it doesn't get in the way.
And the tone knob is really powerful.
Yes.
Really tames that if you want it, or it's as ice picky as you want. Let's try it with that tremolo. And so black panel is more traditional tremolo where it's turning the volume up and down, right? And brown panel is harmonic?
Yeah, or kind of navigating a little bit in between.
Is that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And so now we're in the post position with the tremolo. Let's try it in pre. And here's post. That's interesting. Let's try the brown panel. We'll try it pre. And back to black panel. And brown. Black. I think I prefer black post, brown pre.
Interesting. Okay. Let me throw a little fuzz in there too, just to see.
Stand by.
No worries.
Go ahead. Now we're in Japan mode with that octave up.
Oh, shoot, yeah, I'll go to the neck pickup.
There's a lot of different tone in there.
There is. I was gonna say, just even like not looking at you, changing it, just listening to the sweeps. Like, there's a really huge range in there.
There's so much going on in there. That might be one of the most versatile fuzzes I've.
Well, and it's funny because, to be honest, like last time I tried that, I probably was just not agreeing. Again, whenever we try the rev stuff, for whatever reason, it just seems to give me a better impression of the pedals. But yeah, I was gonna say it sounds a lot better than I remembered previously. I mean, it wasn't bad before, but it sounds solid.
And maybe it's the guitar too.
Could be, yeah. Well, and the whole thing, like pairing their stuff. Yeah, it's like it's definitely got a vibe for sure.
Oh yeah, let me give that a whirl.
Sure.
Is that guitar louder than this one? Maybe it was weird perception.
I have an extra 3 dB in my hand.
Is that not lying?
And the spring and the trem.
Squeak. And I've added in the surfy vibe. Let's get real spooky.
Yeah, well, that sounds really good. Really fun combos.
Yeah.
Campbell's. Really fun Campbell's. Not what I was expecting. There we go. It's kind of nice. Break up.
So my grandma had a Lowry organ,
Oh, yeah.
and this reminds me of that vibrato that's in there.
I could see that. It does kind of have that. Yeah.
Yes, very, very, very nice. The next thing they need is an overdrive pedal based on like a champ or something. The sound of an overdriven champ.
Yeah, because they did the Surfy van, which was kind of preamp and trem out of a Bandmaster style.
Mm-hmm. I don't know Ghost Riders in the Sky.
I don't either. I should, but I don't.
Sorry, Eric.
Yeah, the only... I think I sort of kind of did my westerny stuff, sort of. Could take a shitty attempt at the Ventures.
I think this is the Ventures, just not that song, right?
I feel like I do need just a touch of a boost. That would have been...
And this...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's doing the thing. Let's see. Whoop.
Are you trying to learn it on the fly now? It's on the ballpark, yeah.
Not bad for sight reading real
Yeah.
quick.
Sounds good, though.
There you go, Eric. Butchered it for you.
Let's see, actually, I want to try that vibe with... Let's see what we can...
Oh, Eric was just singing along.
Oh, chat. It is really pleasant. Like every time we play this thing, I'm like, it really is just a nice, like especially for the size, because it's not like it's. I mean, it's it's about the size of like a DL4.
Yeah.
It's not like it's crazy big, and like for what you get out of it, it really is a cool thing. If you want, like a real, analog sounding spring reverb, and you don't want to have to necessarily deal with, an amp that has it. Like it's a really good option.
Yeah, especially for something like the G20 that.
Yeah, it just kind of livens it up, and
Yeah.
yeah, no, it's pretty perfect for that. And then having those individual mixes, like I feel like for everything that's on there, there's nothing on there where I'm like, oh, I wish you could do this or I wish you could do that. It's like it feels like this one they've kind of thought of pretty much everything.
Yeah. It's very cool. And then that ability to audition different pans or switch different pans, that's really cool.
Yeah, no, it's a pretty incredible option for the size and for, just for anybody that wants that slightly more convincing. Because, obviously, the digital pedals kind of, they can do it, but it's not quite the same.
Yeah.
It's just because, like, again, plugging in this in again, it's just a great reminder of, like, the real deal is the real deal, and sometimes that's what, that's what hits the spot, so.
And it's not like, in a band context in your 12-piece band that the digital won't suffice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it'll get the job done.
But this is, we're at a point in history where everything's a choice. What's your use case? If you're sitting around at home and just relaxing, playing guitar, this is probably the way to go. A nice tube amp, a spring reverb.
Mm-hmm.
Really beautiful, really nice.
Yeah, you could get so much done with that, like, and then peppering in, even just the vibe and the fuzz. It's like, like that's pretty much a rig right there. Once, obviously a few other things could kind of fill it out, but it does.
If you had a drive,
that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, it's about the only thing it needs, really. But But yeah, no, it's like I said, always a good reminder. I'm glad we chose these today because, like every time, like I said, every time we play the Surfy stuff, I am, just reminded of like how good it really is, and like it's just such a convenient thing compared to, because like for me, at least in my experience with a lot of amps, the reverb for whatever reason is the thing that actually goes out the most often. So like it's just kind of, especially if you're somebody that's in that situation, or if you just want all of your reverb control, but still want like spring reverb, but you want it on a board. Like it really is. This one in particular, like their other options are great, obviously, but this one to me like really hits a great spot, and it just seems very well thought out. And honestly, I'm impressed now that we tried the two pans. I was expecting like there's definitely a big difference, but I was expecting like not double, but I was expecting like maybe at least 30% longer, or time in terms of the way it was kind of lingering and dwelling. But I can't say it was really more like two different qualities, not two.
Well, and weirdly enough, the Compact Deluxe seemed to be longer.
Yeah, in some ways it does. It really does seem to.
And
which is kind of counterintuitive for what we were expecting, I think.
Yeah, because physics would dictate that the longer spring would be a longer sound, but
man, that kid you over there trying to be logical.
There's some like wizardry going on here, I guess. And it's based on the old Fender 6G15 standalone. Yeah,
the old outboard reverb, which is what, if I might be wrong, I thought the Ventures were kind of what instigated the creation of that thing, because they wanted to put a fully blasted reverb tank going into the reverb that was on their amp. So they kind
I don't have enough reverb. I need more reverb.
Exactly. So they wanted
reverb.
Two. So that was apparently.
I don't blame them.
Yeah. Well, that, and I guess they really liked, because the original outboard reverbs had a tube preamp. And apparently they really loved that too, because you could kind of get a little bit of a push and a little drive out of it. And at that time, that was really hard to get. So.
And this should be able to do that.
Yeah, we kind of got a taste of it when we kind of maxed the volumes on everything, but okay, yeah, I didn't realize we were. Looks like we're kind of coming up on our time. Sorry, we had kind of an odd. Oh, there you go. So I say sorry, we kind of started out of our normal time. We just had a few things kind of happening today, so we figured we'd get it in a little earlier rather than skipping it. So.
Yeah, and I think we might try and stick to an earlier time.
Yeah, we'll try to edge it in earlier. We'll try to get Ike kind of participating too, maybe at some point with the demoing part again, because we're just trying to get some of those things worked out. And Mondays are Mondays, as everybody knows. So.
Yeah, maybe this ends up on Tuesdays or Fridays. Who knows? We're gonna keep trying stuff. What day works best for you? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
Day and time. Shop hours.
Yes. Yeah. Keeping in mind the normal. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, comments, or anything, please leave them in the chat. And if you're not subscribed, we would ask you to do that. That's always a big help, not just for us, but for any channel that you care about. Like that's literally the easiest, nicest thing you can kind of do if you want to at least support them in some way. Like throwing the subscribe does go a long way, because it kind of helps everybody know what they're doing and if it's working. So we appreciate it as well, and we will catch you in a few hours for Maris Monday. I was gonna say a couple hours, but more earlier today. So yeah, we'll catch you guys in a few hours for Maris Monday, and then again on Thursday for What the Pod. I think that's pretty much it. Do we have any closing announcements? No?
I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess that's pretty much it. I've been Dylan.
I've been Jake. And we'll catch you
on the
flip side.